Terrifier 2 just released, and if you missed it, Monday I reviewed Terrifier 1 because I'd never seen that movie before, and to be honest, I wasn't a big fan of it. But however, I heard some pretty bonkers, insane shit about this one, so I went to the only showing they had. And to be honest, if you want to see this movie in theaters, good luck, because if you can't make it to the 7 and 10 o'clock ones, that's all they got. And which is weird to me because I work at a movie theater. We had Amsterdam come out. We had Lyle the Crocodile, and none of those sold as many tickets as damn Terrifier. That's all I'm saying. So I think movie theaters really shot themselves in the foot by not doing more with this movie. But however, this movie is pretty bonkers and hard to watch, so maybe I can see why. And also this movie, I don't know how much it would have make if it wasn't just limited, because because if someone really wants to see it and they only see there's two showtimes, they're gonna go to one of those two showtimes or not at all. So I think more tickets sold that way. And I think why this movie didn't get a better release is it's 2 hours and 28 minutes with the 10-minute end credit scene. It is nonsense. That a lot of people have said, oh, that's the easily worst aspect of this movie, and they're right. But like, geez, why is it 2 hours and 18 minutes or 28 minutes? It's just like ridiculous. Like, why is this so long? It's just absurd, and I think it's just like insane to me that this is that long. Because you're watching it and you're going, holy cow, stop. You're too long. It just, so many scenes just drag on, and there's so many moments, even in the finale, where, like, you think Art the Clown's dead. Nope, alive. You think the brother's dead. Nope, alive. You think the girl's dead. No, alive. And some of that was necessary, some of that wasn't. But there's just so many moments where you're just like, why are you stretching this out so much? I think what's great about this movie is that the director of the first one was given more of a budget to do a lot of creative freedom, and he does these awesome kills that are gory, gruesome, they're sickening, they're hard to watch. At several points, I want to throw up just because I have more sensitive stomach than most people. But yeah, I just was like, oh, oh god. But yeah, that was kind of my experience with this movie. It was like, oh, you know. So I was watching that going, oh my god. And so I see why there's certain people who wouldn't want to watch this, and I guess that's why I didn't get a wide release. But I don't know. It just yeah, but I liked this movie too because the characters were actually good. See, the first movie, like I said in my review, is just kills. There really isn't a plot or a reason things happen. Art the Clown is a cool character and he kills people. However, he's a much more cool, menacing character in this movie. He's insane. He's demented. None of the things do make much sense, but that makes it kind of more fun and creepy. Is that you don't have no idea what this dude's doing, what his goal is. I mean, they try to add on to that in this movie, which I think are some of the weaker elements of the movie when the brother's like, hey, you need you here, sister, or whatever. But and they never fully explain that either too. It's kind of weird. But yeah, there was things like that. But I feel like they're gonna explain that in Terrifier 3, which is already being planned at the moment. So there's that. And the 10-minute end credit scene kind of just sets up like a cool thing for Terrifier 3 as well. But yeah, I was not the biggest fan of the first one, but I did really enjoy this one. Even though I probably won't watch it a bunch just because, again, I have a weak stomach. But I think a lot of people will, though. It's gonna become a new horror classic. It's freaking weird, demented, and insane. If you like crazy horror movies, here you go. This is a great one. Go check it out. Also, the practical effects are really good. I just want to say that too. They're actually they use their budget really well in this movie. Jeez, like a few $1,000, but it doesn't feel that way at all. This is great.